Hello everybody. Welcome to a new episode of the Basement Breakdown. It's a little late again. It's about 3 a.m. Eastern time. Long night. Went out with a couple buddies. Not a lot of the bars here were playing the fights. Or the boxing fights, surprisingly. So, you know, had to watch the fights. So, besides having it on my phone, went back to a buddy's house. Lives on Queen, and we watched the fights. And all in all, it was a pretty good night of fights. Just for some background noise, a little entertainment. Just some UFC raised hits in the background. Oh. Yes. Alright guys. I'm gonna try to keep this a little short because I'm tired. But yeah. We did alright for picks. There was a lot of things that I did not predict would happen. Like Ricky Simone. That was a crazy KO. Yeah, I definitely didn't predict that. I really thought Basharat would win via decision or, whatever way he not wanted to, but I thought he was gonna win. But yeah, Ricky Simone. Yeah, man, it's like every time I kind of bet against him, he kind of just decides to win. And when it is what it is, man. It was a really awesome knockout. But yeah, the first fight of the night was Modestas Bukauskas. He also got a knockout over Rafael Kikera. Yeah, Kikera's pretty shit. I don't trust him whatsoever. So when I gave some advice to some of my friends when we were cooking up a parlay, fortunately some of mine hit, but I can't really I can allude sort of to what those were, but I can't really make a definitive, I can't really share my picks because that's not how YouTube guidelines work. But I'll look into that more. Anyways, Modestas Bukauskas, crazy KO. There's a lot of KOs like back to back, like the first 3 fights. Yeah, dude, the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fights were literally TKOs, KOs. Yeah, Austin Vanderford. That's Paige Van Zandt's husband won. That was pretty crazy. I don't think he was favorited, but hats off to him. This was his debut in the UFC. That was pretty sick. Ruzabayev, like I said, got it done the way I predicted, which would be a KO. Eric Kanokano, whatever. He sucks. Mansour Abdul Malik, he won, like I said he would, against Nick Klein. Yeah, Andre Fili got submitted by Melquizo Costa. I mean, I really probably should have seen this. I think it was a pretty, maybe not completely blindsided. I don't think I should have been so confident in my Andre Fili pick. I just kind of like him. But, yeah, Melquizo Costa submitted him toward the end of the first round. Yeah. Next we have Cute Liba, man. Beat Ibo Aslan. I didn't see that coming either. This guy's now on a 2-fight win streak. Crazy. Submits him in the first round. Yeah, man, really not much you can say about that. Great performance, but was definitely blindsided by that. Yep. Got this one right. Alonzo Menfield, Julius Walker. I think it won also They won bonuses from Dana White for fight of the night, but that was pretty sick. Alonzo Menifield kind of did his thing. But Julius Walker was definitely with him the entire time, kind of tit for tat. But Alonzo ended up winning the decision, rightfully so. Good fight. Eugene Silva versus Milsik. I'm not going to even attempt to pronounce his last name. But yeah, man, that was crazy. That fight was... to be fair, Milsik was doing well, but like Gene was landing like nice head kicks. He was landing big shots. For doing very well with the hands. He's kind of clowning around as he does. Michael Bisping was giving some commentary, I believe, and I don't really like it either. I guess sometimes when fighters will like dab each other up. Sometimes it's because I think I have like money on them or something. I'm like, fucking knock them out, come on, But yeah, that was a crazy knockout. Knocks him down, basically looks to the ref to stop the fight, kind of hits him with a couple body shots. And was that maybe because he wanted to spare him from any more damage to the head? I don't know. It was also just a smart move because it was exposed. Yeah, Gene Silva, man. Definitely on that hype train, but I have been for a while, so I'm not a bandwagon. Rob Font versus Gene Matsumoto. Yeah, man. It was kind of a bit of a robbery. I said Rob Font could win it, so I kind of went either way with it. I led actually more towards Rob Font, I think. But I don't really see how the last round Rob Font wins, and then the first two were Gene's rounds, so maybe a little bit of a robbery there, but it was a good fight. Rob Font rallied. First round wasn't looking good for him. He almost got submitted a couple times. Then he almost, but he got some transitions. Yeah, man, good fight, but kind of feel bad for Gene because he now has that blemish on his record. But yeah, moving forward. Yeah, man, I shouldn't have said Brendan Allen. Because, what I said basically was the complete opposite. Brendan Allen looked kind of like shit on the ground, and he looked good on the feet. And then Anthony Hernandez looked great on, good on, yeah, he looked good on the ground, great on the ground. And on the feet, he looked good too, I guess, but it was kind of a boring fight. Anthony Hernandez now is gonna be ranked in the top 10. Yeah, man, I think him and Brendan Allen fought before, so now he has 2 over Brendan. Him dyeing his hair didn't really work. I think he needs to work on other things other than a new look. Yeah, probably in hindsight should have made a better pick with that. But yeah, this brings us to the main event, dude. Surprised Henry Cejudo actually didn't retire because, man, it was a good fight. To be fair, man, those eye pokes by Song were pretty bad, and after going to a judge's decision, they give Henry one of the rounds. I believe he gets outstriked on the scorecards, or just, yeah, whatever. Less strikes, significant strikes, each one of the rounds. But, that doesn't mean that he lost those rounds if you're watching. I believe he wins the second round. But, for the third round, it's dude, the double eye poke and shit, I feel like you should, if you're gonna stop the fight, and go to a decision, maybe you take a point away. Because, he did it twice, and I don't know, man. Sucks, but, yeah, man. Henry Cejudo loses to Song Yadong. And I was wrong about that pick. It was a good fight up until then. They were throwing hands. Song Yadong's face was getting kind of busted up. But yeah, good stuff in takedowns. Henry better to box with him, man. And it was alright, but Wasn't enough to get the job done, and that eye poke was bad. He was I don't know if he was milking it. It took the full 5 minutes, which you're completely allowed to. Obviously, you don't see guys do it a lot, but yeah, man, it's a pretty crazy night. There was also the boxing fights too. A lot of pullouts as we talked about, but yeah, man. Dmitriev Bivol gets even with Artur Beterbiev, so now they can probably run it back for a third fight or other match. Parker KO'd the shit out of Nicole in the second round. I mean, you know, there's a last minute replacement. It's like, it is kind of what it is. Was this? Was a split draw between Adames and Shiraz. I think that was probably the right decision. To be fair, I wasn't watching that fight as closely as I was with some of the others. Ortiz wins versus Madrimov. Unanimous decision. Yeah, like 117 to 111. Yeah, he wins on the scorecards. Big Bang Zhang unfortunately got knocked out. Yeah, that sucks for him, man. He's getting up there in age. I don't know if he should retire necessarily, but I mean, he knocked out Deontay Wilder. He had a good fight with Porter, but Parker, I like him. But yeah, Bauti loses to Smith by unanimous decision. Shakur beats Padley. KOs him in the 9th round. Surprising for a guy that usually takes dudes to decisions. And yeah, man. I didn't really watch the rest of the boxing card, but for you boxing fans, I'm sure it was quite fun. Oh, Figgy. Diego Lopez that said, you know, that the double champ status was dead. And then Dana White addressed that today by basically saying, listen, if you want to do it, then you can do it. But, I mean, that's kind of it's a backhanded statement because he knows how, you know, no one's going to really be able to do that. His boy John Jones certainly wouldn't. This is an activity. John Jones is the GOAT of mixed martial arts. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah. The guy glazes the shit out of him. That's old news. But yeah, man. That was a good card. It broke, you know, the Seattle record at the stadium, but like I think that's probably just because they keep increasing Dana White just keeps upping the prices for the tickets, so no shit. But yeah, guys, great night of fights. I hope next time we can do better on the picks, but you know, we still if you can get 50%, 60% of your picks. That's all right. It's not great, but again, we'll do better. The card for, is it the main cap fight next week? Yeah, I'll talk about, I'll make a video probably next week covering some of these fights. I'm heading with my family to Boca, to Florida, Sunshine State, so maybe I'll make a little bit of content out there. But yeah, overall, pretty solid Saturday. Pretty solid night of fights. Hope you guys shared somewhat of the same circumstances. And good night. Thank you guys for watching again. Basement Breakdown out. Hey guys, Basement Breakdown here. This is me benching 375 before I, started to take powerlifting seriously and stop being an idiot. So definitely don't do this. But yeah, just wanted to share it. Hope you enjoy it, and I definitely hope that you aren't benching like that. Let's go, baby. While here is me doing a 320-pound bench press for 2 reps with my butt on the bench, while the first rep is not paused. It's still good form. The second rep's more paused. A little iffy, but I still got it up.